हरे कृष्ण। मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यं पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे। Am I clearly audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we had understood how Lord Chaitanya um, um, was so merciful on even the most um, dry philosopher Sarvam Bhattacharya, and he Sarvam Bhattacharya became a stalwart Vaishnava, and all the Nilachalvasi, all the devotees of Jagannath Puri, they're very happy. Um, it is mentioned anyone who hears what we had heard last time, these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya meeting with Sarvabhauma, is very soon freed from the net of speculation and furtive activity and enters the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. So now we will go to the Madhya Lila chapter number 7 and try to understand how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the South India. So before we hear, let us hear the mm, Palashruti, that if one hears this pastimes, then Lord Chaitanya will surely make one attain his lotus feet of going to South India. So if you hear the pastimes of going to South India, Lord Chaitanya will give his mercy. You can accept his lotus feet. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is 7th chapter Madhya Lila. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas in the month of January. It is January 14th, which is known as the um, it is a special day, Makara Sankranti. So that day he accepted sannyas. In the month of Falgun, February, March, he went to Jagannath Puri. So at the end of March, he witnessed Tola Yatra and chanted in ecstasy. Then in the month of Chaitra, that is April, around that, he delivered Sarvam Bhattacharya. And in the month of Vaishak, that means in the month of May, he decided to go to South India. So Lord, this is just like few months while he has stayed in Jagannath Puri, but he has become very dear to all the devotees. So the Lord called all his devotees and holding them by hand. So this is a very standard method that when one discusses, one holds the hand up and down, so very personally that discussion happens. So the Lord called all the devotees and holding them by hand, he humbly said, You are more dear to me than my very life. I can give up my life, but I cannot up give you up. So you you have executed the duties of friends for bringing me all the way to Jagannath Puri and showing me Lord Jagannath. Now I beg all of you, whom is he talking to? Four devotees. Who are these four devotees? Tell me the names. Someone.
Nityananda Prabhuji.
Nityananda Prabhu.
Govinda.
No.
Jagdanand Pandit.
Jagdanand Pandit.
Damodar Pandit.
Damodar Pandit.
Swarup Damodar.
Mukunda. So these four devotees were there. So now he begs, I beg all of you, one charity, please permit me to go for a tour to South Dakshin Bharat uh, to find Vishwarupa, my elder brother. So I want to go alone until I return from Setubandha. Setubandha means Rameshwaram. All of you should remain here only in Jagannath Puri. Now the fact is, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami reveals that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already knew that Vishwarupa has attained Siddhi Prapti, but he pretended not to know so that he could go and do preaching. He, he is going for preaching to liberate the people of South India. So all the devotees became very unhappy. And they could not say yes, they could not say no, and they remained there with very distressed faces, sullen faces. Nityanand Prabhu exclaimed, "How can you go alone? Who can tolerate this? At least let one or two of us go along with you. Whomever you like, you choose that. Otherwise, there are so many thieves, there are so many rogues all throughout the journey, and there are so many paths. Um, I personally have gone there before. You tell me, I can be there with you. I will lead you through the paths. Otherwise, there is no Google Maps, there is no booking of trains, there is nothing. You have to go it yourself. So, how will you figure it out? I can go with you." So, Lord Chaitanya started finding criticisms about all these 40 devotees one by one. So, he tells Nityanand Prabhu, "You are simply a no, I am a dancer. I am a dancer, and you uh, kind of like a puppeteer, you pull my wire." So, so after taking sannyas, I wanted to go to Vrindavan. You took me to the house of Advaita Prabhu. On the way to Puri, you broke my sannyas then. So you have, uh, I know you're very affectionate to me, but all this restores my activities. I don't want to go with you. Then he told about Jagadananda. Jagadananda, he wants me to enjoy some bodily sense gratification. So, and I do whatever he tells me out of fear because he chastises me. So sometimes if I do anything beyond whatever he desires, out of anger, he will not talk to me for 3 days. So I don't want to go with him. Then he turns to Mukunda. This fellow, he becomes unhappy when I do some tapasya, some austerity. Being a sannyasi, I am supposed to lie down on the floor, on the rocks, on the street, on the forest, and sometimes I have to bath. No, I mean, not sometimes. Really, have to take 3 times bath a day, even if it is winter. So he does not say anything, but he is very unhappy within. And upon seeing his situation, I become twice unhappy. So, and this fellow Damodar, he educates me. He holds a stick and he is a brahmachari. I am a sannyasi. But this person, he is thinking I am still a neophyte in social etiquettes. He does not like my, no, my, my decisions. So, all of you, um, you are very advanced in receiving Krishna's mercy, and I do not care for so-called public opinion, lokapeksha. So, but since because I am a very poor sannyasi, I cannot abandon my duties of sannyasa. So you remain here in Nilachala while I take a tour to the holy places. So this is, of course, the Lord tells like this because he did not want any one of them to come along with him. Lord is actually controlled by his wonderful qualities of his devotees, and he just it's all affection, But the devotees were affected by regulative principles observed by the Lord, and the Lord did not want them to experience that unhappiness. That's why he prevented them to come along with him so that they don't become unhappy. So, although they are all good mm, qualities, but the Lord showed them in a joking way to be false. You getting my point? Did you understand this point? Is this clear? So, although each of these things was very, very um, glorious quality of each of these devotees, but the way Lord proclaimed, it was just that he wanted to see that they don't bear the pain of his tapasya, his austerities. So then all these four devotees they humbly requested, "ठीक है, it's okay if they kind of we have this kind of faults, but please let us go." But again, the Lord is completely independent, so he did not accept. Then Nityanand Prabhu came up with another proposal. So, well, ठीक है, if you have ordered like this, that's fine. But my duty, whether it is your happiness or it results in your distress, I will submit one request. See, think about it. You are walking all towards the South India, and you have already got the kamandalu, and one hand is danda, and another hand is kamandalu. That's all. Okay. So, so then, how will you chant the holy name? Otherwise, if you are chanting on one hand, okay, if you are chanting on one hand and another hand you are having your kamandalu or danda, let us say. So, how will you carry the water pot and your external garments? Will you go along with one garment only? Uh, so, when and let us say you're walking and you fall unconscious, then who will protect your belongings? So, someone will take it away, and this whole roads are filled with thieves and rogues. So then, who will take care of your belongings? So for that, Hmm. He introduces, okay, here is a simple Brahmin. His name is Krishnadas. Please take him along with you. He will just carry your water pot and also some garments, and he will not speak a word. Is that okay? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not deny. He accepts, okay, request of Nityanand Prabhu. And along with all the devotees, all these four devotees, all five of them, they go to uh, Sarvam Bhattacharya's house, and Sarvam uh, discusses some topics about Krishna. And then Lord Chaitanya says, I have come to request you that my elder brother Vishwarupa, he has taken sannyas and he has gone to somewhere which I don't know, somewhere in South India. So now I must go and search him. So I want your permission. But I will return very soon, don't worry. So Sarvam became very agitated. No, he was very attached to the Lord, and he told, "Well, I have." Um, he could not even tell anything actually. He just caught hold of Lord Chaitanya's feet and started crying like anything, like a child. And then he said, "Some pious activity I might have done that after many, many births I got in invaluable association. And now it's like a thunderbolt hitting my head that you're going away. If my son dies, or if a very troublesome situation happens, I may be able to tolerate that. But I cannot tolerate this painful situation of separation from you." So he says that. It's he says, Sire Vrajra pad yadi putra mari yad jaya taha sahi tumhara vicheda sahananayaya. So if my son dies, or if um, a thunderbolt strikes my head, I can tolerate it. But I cannot tolerate Vicheda. The pain of your separation. But ultimately, he says, You are independent, Supreme Lord. I know you will depart, but I request you, please stay here for a few more days so that I can um, take uh, darshan of your lotus feet. So, um Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not say no. He relented. He stayed back. And after some days, Sarvam Bhattacharya agreed, invited him to his home and his wife. Very nice, wonderful Prasad. What is the name of his wife?
Sachi Mata. No? Sati Mata?
Sathi Mata. Sathi. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is in two minds now. He says, well, that pastime in itself is something very amazing, which we will see later. But for now, he takes it to mm, the pastime of Lord Chaitanya's South Indian tour. So after 5 days at Sarvam house, Lord Chaitanya took his permission and to depart to South India. Along with him, he also went to see. Um, first he went to see Lord Jagannath, and then he requested permission, and then he received permission, and then he how did he receive permission? The Lord kind of a garland fell, and the priest uh, gave it to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya accepted that as a mercy, and then he offered obeisances, circumambulated the altar. So nowadays, if you go, they don't allow you to circumambulate the altar. It's all only public is not allowed, but previously it was allowed. I personally had also gone right inside the altar of Lord Jagannath, and you can actually circumambulate um, from inside. The It's a huge place actually, and when you go inside that altar, the Lord Jagannath is huge, visible. My Lord, amazing. It's all very dark because there's no lights allowed, and it's a little hot because there are all this diyas and everything, but it is just so wonderful. Um, the pandas will keep asking money from you, but you just keep praying and going and walking, and it's just so wonderful. But anyways, so Lord offered obeisances and circumambulated the altar, and also along with his all associates and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And then when the Lord was departing on the seashore, um, he went to Alalnath first. Lord went to Alalnath, and then Sarvam Bhattacharya requested Gopinath Acharya that please get some 4 sets of lion cloths, coffins for Lord Chaitanya, and also some Mahaprasad of Jagannath ji, which I had kept. So when the Lord was leaving, Sarvam said, I have one final request. When you go to South India, on the banks of Godavari, there is a place known as Vidyanagar. So, um, so that there is a very nice devotee there. And his name is Ramanand Rai. He is a government officer. I did not know his glories before, but now after your mercy of becoming a devotee, I have understood his amazing glories. And I was thinking him to be a Shudra. I was thinking him to be a Vishai, engaged in material activities. But I have, but I think he is a very fit person with whom you can associate with. Please don't mismeet him. No one is as, um, like, I mean, Sarvam Bhattacharya describes him to be like a Rasika Bhakta. Mm. You will see how glorious he is. He, when you talk to him, and uh, he's Pandit, he's very expert, but more important is very expert in Bhakti Rasa. So, so it's just a laukik. It's very uncommon mm, when you speak to him. Well, when I spoke with him, I did not realize that because I was not a devotee then, because I was not a Vaishnava. I made fun of him because he was a Vaishnava. But by your mercy, now I can understand the truth about him, and in talking with him, you will also acknowledge his greatness. So Sarvabhauma Prabhu, Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya, he um, told like this, and then Lord Chaitanya bid farewell. Lord Chaitanya embraced him and requested him to bless him. And then Sarvam Bhattacharya um, kind of was not able to accept it. Lord Chaitanya, as he departed on his tour, Sarvam Bhattacharya immediately fainted. So, but Lord did not stop. He did not notice. So, this is something that you can relate to. I had explained this before as well. Can you remember who was the one who fainted when Lord Chaitanya was going before and Lord Chaitanya did not turn back?
वो- बोलो. हाँ, मदर. सची माता. बोलो. सची माता.
Yeah, Sachi Mata Advaitacharya, the house of Advaitacharya. So, that's where Lord Chaitanya did not even think, uh, he did not even turn back. He just kept on walking. So, like that, the Lord walked very fast. And he um, went towards South India. So it's something that we need to understand. Vajrat abhikathoram kusuma abhikomalam. So the nature of mind of a Mahanubhava is very difficult to understand. So it's sometimes very, very hard and sometimes very, very soft. So it's very difficult to accommodate the contradiction of great personalities. So Vaishnavira Kriya Mudra Vigyana Bujhai. Sometimes we start judging Vaishnavas with our material limitations, and that's when we start offending them. We make, we deal with them um, with the same limitations as we have, and that's when we make blunders. So very important um, to be careful while we deal with Vaishnavas. The more the elevated they are, the more the services and responsibilities they are doing, the more we should be so careful to deal with them. We need not judge them. We need not find faults in them. We need not, uh, kind of make fun of them. We just have to be happy that we're getting their association, somehow or the other, um, and um, and let them serve the way they want. If someone has to judge, let that be someone in the higher of the pedestal, not us. So, anyways, Nityananda Prabhu raised Sarvam Bhattacharya eventually, and with the help of some devotees, brought them to his home, and Chait- and Lord Chaitanya um, was leaving um, from Alalnath, and they were dancing. There were lots of devotees were dancing together with Lord Chaitanya. He danced and chanted, and he requested all the devotees to chant Hari, Hari, Hari. So Lord Chaitanya immersed in his ecstasy, and he was dancing in the midst of the wonderful devotees. So this dancing and ecstasy is the beginning um, of what is going on now. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he predicted that this dancing, in which everyone is astonished seeing the Lord's wonderful dancing and his bodily transformation. No one wanted to return home. Every children, old women, the people at large, um, old men, old women, everyone was floating in the ocean of ecstasy. They were shouting Gopala, they were shouting Shri Krishna, and 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 it was uncommon. So, but Lord Nityananda predicted there only that um, देखी नित्यानंद प्रभु कहे भक्त गणे ए रूपे नृत्य आगे हवे ग्रामे ग्रामे. Like that, Lord Nityananda predicted that this way um, all the villages, grame grame, all the villages around the planet, this um, this dancing and chanting will go on. So Prabhupada gives that clarity that this is not applicable only to the villages of India, but around the world. If if if, if the devotees follow this wonderful rule of chanting street drums and following forex, and their endeavor to preach the cult of Lord Chaitanya will certainly be successful. So after that, what happened we'll discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. Stop recording.